World's greatest portion was given to thought, to the power of it, to slumbers and winters, to the cries of silent children who never whispered to the living. When I was younger, I practiced dying, to focus on the living. It was traitorous to the vessel, but I did it. Thought to protect it, this vessel, those parts of me not losing. Me. A cliche for your thoughts, a little poison for your life to know me. The part that happened. A cliche, and when there is silence and you become all of what prophecy left you, will you devour what is left to live? For your thoughts, to give, only to see what a God meant. A cliche. The brave heart. The brave-hearted. And so it started like to hide behind words. I'm too much of passion for that. I get too much from passion for that. So every word I have is full of dramatize and despondency and triumphs and sacrifices and heartbreak. In total silence, I can create 1,000 worlds, and in a world of 1,000, I can get lost in anonymity to be free of it. I could never surrender the only freedom that binds me. So I search between the irony, the words, to get to the truth, to actually live. And so I found a pen and a binded tree. And I learned a little more about me. The word is indigo, intuitive like rainforest. There is something else there, searching and wanting. Underneath the climates is human flesh, pulling and needing summers out of thin airs, upheavals there, shining light on hollowed dirt. Only they missed the message within it. See, the soil quaked, ate, and gave more. Within its belly were veins and vines which pulsed and sent out fragrant letters, lines, whispers even. Roaring from all of this were the smiles of children whose teeth were stained with the melons, with the strawberries and the red berries, and there was no poison. The word is indigo, intuitive. There are African tribes in it, and there are no flags in this. The wind met its lover, which is the rain, and perhaps the children stop smiling when they need love. Perhaps the rain hid their tears then. Every space has meaning, just as the words do. Every orgasm too. And human flesh knew the meaning of it, because it was the flesh that had been broken for love. And there, in here, is the woman who bore the first bruise, for it had been broken. She levitated and stayed behind shadows like a ghost. Time had plucked her like a harp, and her whimpers had turned into fables, which turned into songs, which turned into slang everlasting. She is where forever goes to see again. Inside, behind the skin, is where her music plays. This is where we learned her word. The word is indigo. Welcome to the sex palace. I am the one who will give you the orgasm. I will speak explicitly to you, and you will come. And what is the purpose of any of that? Look at my thighs. Look at my caramel. Ain't the skin all golden and sweet? See where I open and release? Nope. Where you should be. Give me lilacs for my body's poetry, and I'll make it lavender and sweat and sex, and I'll make it plume and ascend. I will give you your thirst, and you will come. Look at me, all skin and teeth with breasts that speak and lips that part with the setting. Give me your plot and tone, and I will make you come. Call me home in heaven, and I will open gates with worlds inside like planets, far from satellites and nebulas. Part my lips and taste my song. Open my belly, lick my sound. Caress my thighs with your tongue and hands. Tell my spine your secrets. Place love inside of your liquids, and I will make them oceans and lakes. Kiss my cliffs and open my silk again. Look at me, love me again. Come and again. There is something to be said about the dissociative countenance. Perhaps the valley made something of the mountainous light. The rumble from thin air makes me think of you. It's ironic because you are the love in me that shadows romance. And in love I make countenance a covenant, a promise no paper could ever sum it. And this, I never told you anything. You don't know what my life turned into without you. Outside of it, no spite grew, became insightful, spoke the words again. Ignore your soul. The wind make me notice, defend. I don't especially know when, but the concrete within released and peaked. I love you. There are fundamental things that we didn't speak and that have become a ritual, habitually meek. We're artists, we meet. Had met ancestors on rhythm and drums on feet. Every society saw your face, I fade into streets. Who you love attacks me. It's quite frank, quite obvious. Another ritual, a different reason to pause in this. We make good strangers to another. Like good intentions in parliaments. I won't waste your time with applause and shit. We have work to do. I understand the excuse. I understand you're confused and it could be abuse. I was on the hinge, I am pure. I turned around, it was you. Don't understand that one clue, cause where you stand wasn't too. Like there is me, there was you. I knew, and I knew, like no, that I'll get attacked for the glow. Time has been merciful to me in some sense. I can breathe in the love. It does not smother me, or weather me, or make me forget. I love you, I love you, I love you. And sometimes the happiness is quiet. I can accept it. And it is just as well that I celebrate you. Salud. People expect me to be concerned with their perception of me, of you. It's almost pitiful, could be if I wasn't so empathetic, prophetic. I understand the distance, could never make it about jealousy. People want to hear the hurt in me, I get it, but I won't live it. I can express myself without being livid, speak sincerely even when angered. But I'm exhausted. I'll send you some energy still. There are things that you don't understand. There are things that have happened to me that you do not see, that you will not seek. So understand this one movement. I celebrate you with the foolhardy and the insiders. And without envy or malice, I understand the distance and the affinities between us. It is not a chasm or some spatial void, nor is it the categories that classicism constructed. I am your shadow, not your flesh. Anubis rising in the phoenix to meet the abstract creation, spinning symbols into emotions that flip the tide in you, celebrating your crushed velvet, admiring the flecks of gold in your eyes. That made you shy when you were younger, because you had perceived the definition of causes inside of bones that had whispered to you many lessons. Celebrating your reflections, your redemptions, your hidden mentions. Salute to your preludes. Salute to your monologues. Salute to your poetics, to your song, and to your dance. To the ethics that made you shed me, to the purpose of your love. Thank you. Don't blame me, cause I don't give a fuck. I'm something like stone too, see. Feminine with shackles to break at 3. Shit, I wear gold on everything. And I got diamonds for teeth. I make notions, knowledge. I finished everything I started. I make love. I don't give a fuck. And that stone that I mentioned completes the preamble. I grew up, I fucked, and I made love. Learned which ones was worth more the hard way. Wasn't made for the class. In brass, I turned in on myself and made myself a lover. I eventually found another. I told the truth, my truth. Gone and poofed like Shonda nomadic. They turned me invisible, homeless, unshackled outside of prisons and matrices. Purposeful, exploding, magical, unlearning the social traditions, black and beautiful, attack. matter, flesh broken and bleeding open without the scar to prove it. The mind rendering the minds until everything looks like the universe again, until normal becomes the malady and the nightmare, until intelligence conceives the reality in a manner that makes empathy go to battle. Make stories turn to pure light, until my daughters lip sing and my son's eyes search the trees for the winds I know, until they tell their elders about the moors in their bones that talk of secrets and legacies. I know. Until my own lover sees what I gave her to love and let her own mind meet with my heart. Where comes the manifest heart? And the army of elephants picks up my soul and carries me home. Love, the trumpets bleed for my wounds, and I heal mine. And I will bring it back home to her, and she will smile genuinely at me, because I had made love with it, and I had given all of it.